Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We're indoors again because it's so beautiful here. How to live a happier life. Happiness. This is a culture of happiness right now. Instant gratification. I want to be happy. Give me this, the quick fix. And on my journey, I realized that the key to true happiness is inner balance. And true happiness comes from within. Nobody can give it to you. There is no manual. There is no amount you have to pay, because that is essentially your birthright. To live abundantly, to live free, to live as a limitless being without no borders or boundaries. And for so many of us, we're searching for happiness. There's a pursuit for happiness. We feel if I meet this person, they can make me happy. If I get this job, it can make me happy. If I have this amount of money in my bank account, it will make me happy. And once you get all of those things, the next question that follows is that it? And I've said that on my journey, and I realized that true happiness, which is coming from within, is dependent on your inner balance. When you create your own world, you create your own reality, you give yourself value. You don't allow someone else to tell you how beautiful you are. You recognize it within yourself and you begin to love yourself. You surrender to yourself 100%. For many of us, the desire to be happy is actually the desire to please other people. And when you let go of society's expectations, you realize we came here to have as much fun as possible. And for me, that's what true happiness is. It's realizing that we're living in a flash of light. In a blink of an eye, your life will be over. But your spirit will go on. But this life you're living is just a drop in the ocean of eternity. Therefore, you have to ask yourself, am I doing what I came here to do? Am I living every day? Am I being thankful? Am I realizing that now is the time? Because so many of us, we're stuck. We're fearful. Fear is false evidence appearing real. And when you let go of panic, you feel happier. When you eat foods which give you life, fresh fruits, vegetables, you feel lighter, therefore you feel happier because you feel more expansive. You don't feel restricted. Many of us, we don't even realize that the environment we live in contributes to our sense of inner balance. Therefore, many people, they go to nature and they just start smiling all of a sudden. People are saying, why are you smiling? Stop smiling. It's because there is an affinity. There is an attraction between the nature and yourself. In essence, it's just part of your reflection. So many of us, we find ourselves based in certain environments based on our own energetic vibration. When we change, everything around us changes. And for a lot of us, when you let go, because I realized on my journey, relaxation is what you are, stress is what you think you should be. Relaxation is when we're in source energy. When we deviate from source energy, then we live in fear, we live in worry, we live in doubt. Yes, the world is messed up, but at the same time, we have to say, whose world are you living in? Because we are governed by everything around us, but at the same time, our internal condition, we have to take responsibility. And I found on my journey, once you take responsibility for your own internal state, you feel happier instantly. You develop an inner balance because you realize that nobody is going to take that away from me. Doesn't matter what people say, what people think. How do you see yourself? How do you perceive yourself? That is all that matters. Control is an illusion. So many of us, we want to control events, people, things, We want total power of what other people think of us. And when you let go of other people's expectations, other people's opinions, then you feel happier because you realize that you're creating inner balance. It's all coming from within. Your balance is not at the fate and at the hands of somebody else. You develop your own balance. The feeling of being happy is temporary. It comes and goes. It is an emotion. And therefore, we have to realize that when you talk about inner balance, it's something which you have to work at every single day to cultivate it, because it's not a permanent thing. There is no permanence in the universe. There is only change. Therefore, we have to be dynamic. We have to be fluid. We have to realize that we are creating our own world, our own reality based on our thoughts. Once you change your mind, you can change your world. And therefore, you can benefit from going within, and therefore you can influence humanity in a positive way. There is no need to go outside of yourself to look for something which is already within yourself. For so many of us, we feel depressed. We feel our spirits are low sometimes. And that is okay as well, because we have to embrace the totality of life in all its existence. And happiness is just a chord. There are many other emotions we can experience, but when we move past the emotions, we enter that neutral state where we realize what we came here for, to really manifest whatever we want. So on my journey, when we just talk about living a more fulfilled life, we have to ask ourselves, are you doing what you love? I had to ask myself this. When I was stuck in the city life, rushing around, and I said, I'm not happy here. Once you put your words into actions, beautiful things happen, because you realize you are controlling it. You are writing this script called life. Many people, they're in a job and they don't like it and they're complaining about it, but they're not doing anything about it. Really and truly, nothing is holding us back to be where we want to be. The power lies in our hands. And to be more happy, you have to have fun. You have to go outside of yourself to connect with like minds. It's not just about being in your own space. It's about giving yourself freely to other people and knowing that you are worthy. But a lot of us, we are serious all the time. Some people even tell me, why are you smiling all the time? And I say, because this is the time to smile. Because once you realize that when you see yourself in how you were living years ago and then you see yourself now, you're seeing the metamorphosis. And we have to make ourselves laugh. We have to be open to learn something new, not be so closed off. Don't just follow one pattern. It's okay to be different. And that is it, because I've just realized when we talk about developing inner balance, many people, they want to fight the world. However, whatever you fight, you give energy to. And even in this conscious community, a lot of us, we want to go after the new world order. And that's fair enough. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, what are you doing in your own internal world to promote wellness and balance? Because many of us, we're addicted to fighting. That's all what we've been shown on the television, which tells lies to your vision. Therefore, resistance makes stronger. And I realized I'm not fighting anything. Because once you know yourself, there's no need to fight. All there is just about creating whatever you want. And it's just amazing, because now so many people we're all entering a new paradigm where we're realizing that It's about creating a whole new world and making something which lasts forever. We can either build a house which collapses the next day, or we can build a pyramid which lasts forever. And for me, that's what I'm all about in terms of building a solid foundation. And when we talk of bliss, it's about having a hunger for going within ourselves. Because all what's happening on the outside is really and truly just a reflection of what's happening within ourselves on a deeper level. And we are responsible for our internal condition. The attitude we have is fundamental. So laugh, have fun, enjoy life, and remember that don't take life so seriously. That's what I say to myself every single day, because we're here for a brief moment, but at the same time, in that moment, so many things are happening. And when we just realize that once you're in the moment, when you're living in the present moment, you feel happier because you're not in the past. Many of us, we're stuck in the past, or we're stuck in the future. Therefore, there's always worry. In the moment, there is no fear. And for me, that's what true happiness is. It's about letting go of fear, and it's about realizing we are infinite. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Live the life you've always wanted to live. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.